Week 17 didn't just decide playoff spots. It exposed who's real, who's scared, and who might be drafting a quarterback next April. Welcome back to Victory Grid, where we break down the NFL with clarity, context, and no hype. Today, we're reacting to NFL Week 17 chaos, division battles, tank races, trust issues, and one massive quarterback question looming over New York. Let's get into it. Week 17. When the NFL stops hiding the truth, Week 17 is where illusions die. Playoff teams show who they really are. Bubble teams reveal fear. And bad teams stop pretending they have a plan. This week gave us everything. Division chaos, teams actively avoiding wins, contenders sweating late, and franchises staring directly at the draft board. Nothing was subtle. 49ers vs Bears, a shootout that said more about San Francisco. Sunday night opened with fireworks. The 49ers beat the Bears in a high-scoring shootout. But the real takeaway wasn't the points, it was control. San Francisco showed they can win multiple ways, through tempo, through balance, and through late-game execution. Chicago fought hard, but this was still a game where the 49ers dictated when to accelerate and when to close. That matters heading into January. Eagles hold off the Bills, survival mode activated. Philadelphia didn't dominate Buffalo. They survived them. Late game composure saved the Eagles, not overwhelming force. This was a reminder. The Eagles are still dangerous, but not untouchable. Against elite teams, their margin for error is shrinking. They're winning, but not comfortably. In the playoffs, that line gets thinner. Raiders win the Tank Bowl. Giants lose more than a game. The Raiders beating the Giants may go down as one of the most important losses of the season. Las Vegas now has the inside track to the no. 1 pick in the 2026 NFL Draft. New York, they lost control. This game wasn't about pride. It was about positioning. And now the Giants face a brutal question. Do you keep patching or finally reset at quarterback? Will the Giants draft a QB? This is no longer theoretical. With their draft leverage slipping, the Giants are approaching a crossroads. You don't pass on elite quarterback talent multiple years in a row without consequences. Week 17 didn't answer the question, but it made it unavoidable. Texans win 8 straight. And nitrogen monoxide one is talking about it enough. Quietly, efficiently, ruthlessly, the Houston Texans won their 8th straight game. They didn't need drama. They didn't need chaos. They just handled the Chargers. This team has become one of the most mentally stable units in the league. Disciplined, confident, comfortable winning close or pulling away. That's playoff DNA. Packers talent without trust. Now let's talk about the lows. Green Bay losing to Baltimore wasn't shocking. What was shocking is how predictable the collapse felt. The Packers have talent. They have moments, but they do not have reliability. When pressure rises, execution drops. That's not a contender, that's a question mark. NFC South. Does anyone actually want this? The Buccaneers, the Panthers. 2 teams with a chance to take control, and neither looked particularly interested. Missed opportunities, passive decisions, lack of urgency. Week 17 should feel desperate. This felt indifferent. If you stumble into the playoffs from the NFC South, you're not scary, you're just present. Steelers vs Browns. Fear on full display. Now the most damning performance of the week. The Pittsburgh Steelers played the Browns and played not to lose. This was a chance to clinch the division. Instead, they looked cautious, reactive, and hesitant. No aggression, no authority, and that's unacceptable for a team with playoff expectations. You cannot play scared football in December. What this says about Pittsburgh: the Steelers didn't just lose a game. They exposed a Ceiling. When the moment demanded confidence, they defaulted to survival mode. That doesn't win divisions. And it definitely doesn't win playoff games. Extra credit: Drake May announces himself now. Some positives. Drake May's 5-touchdown performance was not just impressive, it was defining. This wasn't garbage time production. This was command, arm talent, decision-making, confidence. Moments like this change how front offices plan entire drafts. Trey McBride makes history. Trey McBride set records for the Cardinals, cementing himself as one of the most reliable tight ends in football. Not flashy, not loud, just consistently dominant. In a league starving for tight end production, that matters more than ever. The big Week 17 takeaway: Week 17 strips teams down to truth. Some teams rose, some teams hid, some teams exposed fear, and some teams like the Giants now face franchise-defining decisions. The chaos wasn't random, it was revealing. If you want honest NFL reactions without the noise, make sure to like, subscribe, and save this video. This is Victory Grid, and we'll be here every week telling you what the games actually mean.